I poured my heart into Amber, my sister, only to hear her laugh echo through a video, mocking my sacrifices. Her betrayal burned, stealing my home, my truth, my name. In the ashes of our family photo, rage sparked a quiet vow. She thinks I'm broken, but something stirs. What did I uncover in her lies? This is my unraveling, a war unseen, where love became my ruin. My name's Allie, and for 3 years, I gave everything to my little sister, Amber. I let her live rent-free in my house, cooked her meals, paid her bills, all while she swore she'd get back on her feet. I believed her. I mean, she's my sister, family sticks together, right? Every month, I'd dip into my savings, skip my dream of opening an art gallery, just to keep her comfortable. Her big eyes and promises of "I'll make it up to you." Ally kept me going. But lately, something felt off. She'd dodge questions about job hunting, spend hours on her phone, and leave dishes piled in the sink like I was her maid. Last night, I was folding her laundry, yeah. I still did that when my phone pinged. A text from Uncle Ray. "Check your email. You need to see this." My stomach nodded. I opened the email, and there was a video file. I hit play, and Amber's voice filled the room, slurred from too many drinks. "Allie's such a sucker." She laughed, tossing her hair. "She thinks I'm broke, but I'm just chilling. Free house. Free food. Why would I leave?" My hands shook, the phone slipping in my grip. She called me a fool, a pushover, said she'd milk my kindness forever. The room spun. I sank onto the couch, replaying her cackle, each word a knife twisting in my chest. I stared at the family photo on the wall, me, Amber, our parents, smiling like we meant it. I'd given up so much for her, thinking she needed me, but she was playing me, laughing behind my back. My eyes burned, not with tears, but with something hotter rage. I clutched the phone, my knuckles white. I wanted to storm into her room, scream, throw her out, but I didn't. Not yet. I took a deep breath, my mind racing. Amber thought I was weak, but she was about to learn I wasn't her doormat. I'd make her face the truth, and it'd hurt more than any shouting match. I sat at my kitchen table, the video of Amber's betrayal still looping in my head, her laugh like a splinter I couldn't pull out. My coffee went cold as I stared at the bills piled up: electricity, water, internet. All for a house Amber treated like her personal hotel. I'd been blind, but not anymore. I grabbed my laptop, heart pounding, and typed out a text to Amber. "We need to talk. Rent's due starting next month. 800. My thumb hovered over send. This was it, no more free rides. I hit the button, and my chest tightened, half expecting her to barge in. All fake tears and excuses. She didn't. Instead, my phone buzzed with her reply. "Rent. Are you serious? We're sisters. Allie, this is low, low." I gripped the table, my nails digging into the wood. She had the nerve to call me low after leeching off me for years. I was about to fire back when I noticed an email from my bank: unusual activity alert. My stomach dropped. I logged in, and there it was. Fine. $1,000 drained from our joint account, spent on designer bags and a spa weekend. Amber's name was all over the transactions. My hands shook as I scrolled, each purchase a slap in the face. She wasn't just ungrateful, she was stealing from me. I slammed the laptop shut, my breath ragged. I wanted to scream, to drag her out by her perfect hair, but I forced myself to think. I called my lawyer friend, Mike, my voice trembling as I explained the video, the theft, everything. "Lock down your accounts," he said, "and get a paper trail. She's not done playing dirty." His words chilled me. I spent the night changing passwords, printing bank statements, my eyes burning with fury and betrayal. Amber thought she could walk all over me, but I wasn't her pawn anymore. I'd make her pay not with yelling, but with the truth. As I taped a rent notice to her bedroom door, my resolve hardened. She'd learn what happens when you bite the hand that feeds you. I woke up to my phone buzzing like a hornet's nest. Notifications piling up so fast I thought it'd crash. My heart sank as I opened social media and saw Amber's face, tear-streaked, staring into a live stream camera. My sister Allie kicked me out. She sobbed, her voice breaking just enough to sound real. She's jealous of me. Always has been. I have nowhere to go. My jaw dropped. Coffee mug slipping from my hand. Shattering on the floor, the comments flooded in. What a monster. Poor Amber and a hashtag. Allie the monster. Was trending. My throat tightened. She'd turned the world against me overnight. I paced the living room, my bare feet crunching over the broken mug. 3 years of paying her bills, washing her clothes, and she paints me as the villain I wanted to scream. But I grabbed my laptop instead, hands trembling as I uploaded Uncle Ray's video, the one where Amber laughed, calling me a sucker for letting her live rent-free. I hit post, my pulse racing. Let's see how you spin this, I muttered. Watching the views tick up, a few supporters chimed in Allie's the real victim, but then Amber struck back. My phone pinged with a new post and audio clip. Amber's caption read, "This is who Allie really is." I played it, and my own voice echoed, sharp and cold. Pay rent or get out. Amber, I'm done with you. My stomach churned. It was real, but twisted cut from a longer fight where I'd begged her to take responsibility. Now it sounded like I was heartless. The comments exploded. Allie's a greedy witch. Kick her out. Amber. I sank onto the couch, my head spinning. She'd manipulated our private talk. Just like those courtroom stunts you see on TV. My phone buzzed again, a text from Sarah. My best friend. You okay? This is insane, I typed back. I need you. She's ruining me. But as I stared at Amber's smug profile picture, a chill ran through me. She wasn't just fighting dirty, she was playing to win. And I was already losing. I sat in Sarah's cozy apartment, my hands wrapped around a mug of tea that had gone cold. Her warm eyes and soft, "You'll get through this," were the only things keeping me from falling apart. Amber's live stream had turned my life into a circus, had Allie. The monster was plastered everywhere. And strangers were DMing me, "Hate, Sarah, she's lying to the world." I choked out, my voice cracking. "I need you to help me fight back." Sarah nodded, squeezing my hand. "We'll expose her." "Allie, I've got your back." Her words were a lifeline. And for a moment, I believed I wasn't alone. But that night, alone in my guest room, I couldn't shake a gnawing unease. I opened my laptop to check my bank account again, hoping to find proof of Amber's $5,000 theft to bolster my case. My fingers froze as I scrolled through the transactions. It wasn't just $5,000, another $10,000 was gone, siphoned to Amber's PayPal for consulting fees. My chest heaved. The room closing in. She'd been stealing from our joint account for months, funding her Instagram perfect life while I scraped by. I grabbed my phone, ready to call the cops, but a text from Sarah popped up. Found something weird in Amber's posts. "Call me." I dialed, my heart racing. "What is it?" I asked. Sarah's voice was hushed. "She's been texting someone about you, screenshots of your old messages. The ones about your depression." My blood ran cold. Those messages were from years ago, when I'd poured my heart out to Sarah about my darkest days. "How'd Amber get those?" I whispered, my mouth dry. Sarah hesitated. I don't know. Allie, maybe she hacked you." Her pause felt wrong, like a crack in a mirror. I hung up, my hands shaking as I opened Sarah's chat history. There, buried in our old texts, was a forwarded message to Amber. Sarah had shared my secrets. My best friend, my rock, was feeding the enemy. I clutched the phone, tears burning my eyes. Amber wasn't just stealing my money, she was stealing my trust. And Sarah was holding the knife. My world was crumbling, and I was still digging through the rubble. Sarah's betrayal cut deep. But I didn't have time to bleed. I sat at my desk, the glow of my laptop burning my eyes as I scoured our joint bank account for answers. What I found stopped my heart, not 15,000, but 30,000 gone. Amber had siphoned it over months' luxury handbags, a Cancun trip, even a down payment on a car. My fingers clenched the mouse, my breath hitching. She hadn't just stolen my money. She'd stolen my trust, my sacrifices. Every late night I worked to keep us afloat. I wanted to call the police, but my phone lit up with an email, a legal summons. Amber was suing me. She claimed she owned half the house, saying she'd contributed to renovations with her savings. My jaw tightened, the papers shaking in my hands. Savings. She meant my money, the 30,000 she stole. I stumbled to the kitchen, splashing cold water on my face. But it couldn't wash away the rage. Then my phone buzzed with a new live stream. Amber's face filled the screen, her voice quivering. Allie forced me to live like a servant. She lied, dabbing fake tears. I paid for that house, but she's stealing it. The comments were vicious. Allie's a thief, lock her up. My stomach churned as #justice for Amber trended, drowning out my truth. I called Mike, my lawyer friend, my voice barely steady. She's lying about everything, I said, shoving the summons across my desk. He scanned it, his brow furrowing. She's got fake receipts. Allie, this is a setup. A setup. My head spun. Amber wasn't just playing dirty, she was rewriting history. I thought of her smug smile in that video, laughing at my kindness. Now she was laughing at my life, turning strangers into her army. I gripped my phone, tempted to post every bank statement. But Mike's warning echoed, she's baiting you. Don't react yet. My hands shook, tears spilling onto the summons. I was drowning in her lies, and the world was cheering her on. Amber wasn't just after my house, she wanted to erase me. I was barely holding it together, my life unraveling like a cheap sweater. Amber's lawsuit and her $30,000 theft were bad enough. But then I got a call from the police. Ms. Thompson, we need you at the station, the officer said, voice flat. My hands went clammy as I drove, the weight of #justice for Amber still crushing me online. At the station, they slid a piece of paper across the table, a handwritten note. My name scrawled in jagged letters. I can't live with Allie's cruelty anymore. It read, she's pushed me to the edge. My heart stopped. It was a suicide note, supposedly from Amber, but I'd never seen it before. This is fake, I stammered, my voice echoing in the cold room. The officer raised an eyebrow. Your friend Sarah says you threatened Amber's life. Sarah, my stomach twisted. Her betrayal now a blade in my back. Before I could argue, they cuffed me, citing potential threat. The cell door clanged shut, and I sank to the floor, my breath ragged, my phone confiscated. Couldn't show me the storm brewing outside. Hours later, Mike bailed me out, his face grim. Amber's gone viral again, he said, handing me his phone. I watched, numb, as Amber's live stream played. She and Sarah stood in my living room, torching my family photos. Mom's old Polaroids, Dad's fishing trip snapshot. Allie doesn't deserve these, Amber sneered, tossing a painting I'd made into the flames. Sarah laughed, kicking my books across the floor. The comments cheered, burn it all. Allie's trash, my knees buckled, tears streaming down my face. They weren't just stealing my money, they were burning my memories, my soul. Mike gripped my shoulder. We'll fight this, but she's playing to destroy you. I clutched the fake note, its ink smudging under my fingers. Amber had forged it. just like her tears, her story, her life. The police let me go, lacking evidence. But the damage was done. My neighbors stared as I walked home, whispers trailing me like shadows. Amber's lies had caged me, and the world was her audience. I wasn't just fighting for my house anymore. I was fighting to exist. I was running out of air, trapped in Amber's web of lies. My house was a crime scene of charred memories. My name a punchline on social media. I needed anyone, to believe me. Uncle Ray was my last hope, the one who'd sent that video of Amber mocking me. I drove to his house, my hands gripping the wheel so tight my knuckles whitened. Rain pelted the windshield, blurring the world like my tears. Ray, I need you. I pleaded over the phone. You saw what Amber's doing. Help me fight her. His voice wavered. Come over. Allie, we'll talk. At his kitchen table. I spilled everything Amber's $30,000 theft. The fake suicide note. Sarah's knife in my back. Ray's eyes darted away. His fingers tapping the table. I can't get involved, he mumbled, avoiding my gaze. My stomach sank. What you sent me the video. You know she's lying. He sighed, rubbing his neck. Amber came to me last week, offered me $10,000 to stay quiet. I took it. Allie, I'm sorry. The room spun. My uncle, the only family I trusted, had sold me out for money Amber stole from me. I shoved the chair back, my voice shaking. You let her burn my life for cash, I stormed out. Rain soaking my jacket. But I wasn't done. Amber had to have left evidence on her laptop bank transfers. Fake receipts. Something. I snuck into my house, heart pounding, and found her room. Her laptop was locked. But I tried her old password, Starlight13. It worked. I scrolled frantically, but the banking files were gone. Wiped clean. My phone buzzed a DM from an anonymous account. Stop digging. Allie, you're done. My breath caught. Amber knew I was here. I slammed the laptop shut. My reflection in the screen a ghost of who I used to be. Ray's betrayal. Sarah's lies. Amber's schemes they'd stripped me bare. I sank to the floor. Rain drumming outside, echoing my pulse. Justice for Amber was winning. And I was alone, clutching nothing but a fading hope that truth could still matter. The courtroom felt like a cage, the air thick with whispers and judgment. I sat at the defendant's table, my hands clammy. Mike's reassuring nod, the only thing keeping me from bolting. Amber's lawsuit claimed she owned half my house, backed by forged receipts for renovations she never paid for. My evidence bank statements proving her $30,000 theft was all I had. But Amber had the crowd. She took the stand, her eyes glistening with practiced tears. Allie treated me like a slave. She choked out. Clutching a tissue, I poured my savings into that house, but she stole it. The judge leaned forward, her face softening. My stomach churned. Amber was winning. Then Sarah testified. My former best friend walked in, avoiding my gaze, her heels clicking like a countdown. Allie was unstable, she said, voice steady. She threatened Amber, forced her to do chores, even faked her own depression to guilt trip her. My jaw dropped, my nails digging into my palms. Lies, every word. But the courtroom ate it up. I wanted to scream, to shake Sarah until she admitted the truth. But Mike's hand on my arm stopped me. Don't, he whispered. Amber's lawyer slid forged documents across the table, receipts, emails, even a fake deed. My evidence, somehow incomplete, looked flimsy in comparison. The judge's gavel fell like a guillotine. The plaintiff's claim is upheld. She declared Ms. Thompson must cede ownership and pay $60,000 in damages. My knees buckled. The room spinning. $60,000, my house gone. Amber's lips curled into a smirk as she hugged Sarah. Cameras flashing outside. She'd live-streamed the verdict, her caption gloating. Justice served comments flooded in. Allie got what she deserved. Amber's a hero. I stumbled out, my throat raw, tears staining my blouse. Mike followed, his voice low. We'll appeal. Allie. But she's got the narrative. I stood on the courthouse steps, the wind biting my face. Justice for Amber echoing in my mind. Amber hadn't just taken my home, she'd taken my truth. My voice, my life. The crowd cheered her as she waved, a queen in her stolen crown. I was nothing now, a ghost in my own story. And she was just getting started. I lost everything, my house, my job, my name. The courtroom's gavel still echoed in my head as I moved into a cramped, musty apartment. The kind where the walls hum with neighbors' fights. My savings were gone, bled dry by Amber's $60,000 damages and legal fees. I sat on a sagging mattress, my phone's cracked screen glowing with Amber's latest live stream. She stood in my living room, now hers, champagne flute in hand, Sarah giggling beside her. This is my home now. Amber beamed, twirling like a queen. Thanks to you all for believing in me. The comments roared. You're an inspiration. Screw Allie. My fingers tightened around the phone, my chest burning with a rage I couldn't scream out. She wasn't done. Amber and Sarah smashed my old coffee table, the one Mom carved her initials into. Laughing as splinters flew. Allie's trash doesn't belong here, Sarah sneered, tossing my sketchbooks into a trash bag. The live stream's views hit 1 million. Justice for Amber blazing across the internet. I choked on a sob, my eyes stinging as I watched my memories reduce to rubble. Then my phone buzzed a text from Amber. Thanks for the house. Sis, you made me a star. My hands shook, the words blurring through tears. She'd taken my life and turned it into her victory lap. I walked to the corner store, head down, avoiding the stares of strangers who recognized me from Amber's lies. A tabloid at the checkout screamed Amber Thompson, from victim to viral hero. Her smiling face mocked me. Now a content creator with sponsorships and talk show invites, I clutched a cheap coffee, its bitter taste matching my heart. Mike called, his voice heavy. We're out of moves. Allie, she's untouchable now. Untouchable. The word sank like a stone. Amber had rewritten my story. And the world cheered. I was nobody, a shadow slipping through a city that adored my betrayer. But as I stared at her smug text, a flicker of defiance sparked. She thought she'd erased me, but I wasn't done, not yet. Even if no one would ever know. I couldn't let Amber erase me completely. In my dim apartment, I sat hunched over a battered laptop, my fingers trembling as I typed an anonymous email. Attached were the bank statements, the video of Amber's mocking laughter, proof of her $30,000 theft, everything I had left. I sent it to a local news outlet, my heart pounding with a flicker of hope. Maybe someone would listen. Maybe the truth could still breathe. But days passed, and my inbox stayed empty. I checked social media, only to find Amber's face everywhere on billboards, talk shows. Her new inspirational vlog series had justice. For Amber had morphed into #Amber the Star, and my email was dismissed as a conspiracy theory. My chest ached, the air heavy with defeat. I walked to the pier, the ocean's roar drowning out my thoughts. In my pocket was a small notebook, its pages filled with my truth, every sacrifice, every betrayal, every lie Amber spun. I scribbled one last line. Kindness wasn't enough. My eyes stung as I tucked it away, the wind biting my face. A text buzzed from an old coworker. Jen Allie, I'm sorry. No one believes you. I didn't reply. I'd pushed away the few friends who tried to help. Too broken to trust again. Amber's final message haunted me. You made me a star. She was right. My loyalty built her throne. and I was its rubble. Across town, Amber's victory party streamed live. She danced in my old living room, Sarah at her side, toasting to new beginnings. The comments worshipped her. "You're unstoppable. Ally who I stood frozen, watching my life burn again." A billboard loomed above the pier, Amber's smile plastered across it. Captioned, "From victim to victory." I was a ghost, erased from my own story. I clutched my notebook. Its weight the only proof I'd existed. The world didn't care about my truth. It never would. I turned from the billboard, my shadow fading into the dusk. Amber's laughter echoing in my mind. She hadn't just won, she'd made sure no one would remember I'd ever fought. And that was the cruelest cut of all, a war I lost. Unseen. Unheard. Forever.